Right. Good morning. I hope you are well. Um, Welcome to our lesson for today, which is all about management and leadership. I think the goals for today is to know the difference between management and leadership. Right. As we know that, you know, it's part of the careers from most of the learners. Some they say, I wish to be a manager. Some they say, I wish to be a leader. But today, my main objective is for the learners to know the difference between a manager and a leader. Right. Okay. So let me say, managers they are trained to be managers, and managers they become managers because of the authority that is vested in them. But if now we look at leaders, leaders they are born leaders. Leaders they have an inborn trait of being a leader. They are not trained to be leaders, but they are born leaders. Right. Let's take for example, I think most of the heroes who are still being celebrated, we can talk about Mandela. We can talk about all these politicians who have passed on, the Steve Bikos, etc. Those are examples of leaders we are talking about. So leaders, they are born leaders. And the main emphasis or main aim of a leader is to influence human behavior. They don't come and enforce the rules, but they come to influence the human behavior. They motivate you to be like them. So if you look also at the managers, they are task oriented, but leaders, they are people oriented. They focus on people, how to develop people, but managers, they are there to actually make sure that the task has been completed. Right. Anyway, let's look at an organization. I think if you check in the organization, we have what you call the organogram or organizational structure, where we find the managers. On top, we have the CEOs, maybe the board of directors. Then we go to the line managers. So we have eight business functions that are divided into eight management what functions. With production managers, marketing managers, HR managers, general managers, etc. So managers they operate through what you call management tasks. They control, they plan, but leaders they influence and motivate. So managers, all in all, they must hold qualifications to be managers. But leaders, they are born leaders. I'm going to keep on emphasizing on that. So today, our main objective, we want to be able to identify who is a leader from our community, who is a manager from the communities that we live under. So let me just try to give this sense clearly of of the leaders. If we go to the communities where we live under, we have community leaders. Leaders, they don't enforce themselves to be chosen to be leaders, but just to look at what is in them or the inborn traits, there is to be chosen as what as leaders. Let's take, for example, if even in the classroom setup, we have class reps, we have the prefects, we have the head boys, the head girls. Those are examples of what? Of leaders we are talking about. We don't just choose out of the blue. We look at what? Leadership traits. Thank you very much.